Chaos. Metamorphosis. I can do anything. Metamorphosis. I can do anything. I can do anything. Chaos, chaos. Oh, 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 Metamorphosis. I can do anything. Chaos, chaos. Oh, 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 oh. Metamorphosis.
For about a year and a half, I've been getting this one question. Can you make a Jevil tutorial? And I've always had the same answer. Royal We Company has a tutorial about this. But recently there's been two problems with this. Number one, the YouTube channel is not even called Royal Wheat Company anymore. It's called Juniper Phoenix. And like I said Royal Wheat Company in a video before, so that video is aged like milk. The second reason is that I don't like the tutorial that much. I've seen 2 Jevil tutorials, and neither of them have been, like, good enough. Like, they're fine, but I could do better. I'm the tutorial man that hasn't made a tutorial in, like, 12 years. Welcome to a Jevil tutorial. You definitely asked for this. But literally, some of you actually did ask for this. So before we get into how to beat Jevil, let's first talk about how to get to him in the first place. I advise you do this after beating both of Rule's cards rooms and unlocking his shop. So you have to be on the first floor of the castle, go into the elevator, and select these question marks. This will send you down to the cool basement where Jevil resides. Is it resides? Okay, it's not a dark burger though. I'm not selling this for $5 though. There are 2 ways to beat Jevil. You can either smack him until he dies, or you can induce a tiredness of 9. To induce tiredness, you can either use Hypnosis or Pirouette. Hypnosis induces a tiredness of 1, meaning you only have to use it 9 times, and it makes Jevil's next attack weaker. But it takes 50 TP and you have to have your whole party alive. So if one person dies, you can't use it. On the other hand, there's Pirouette, that only requires Chris alive and only takes 20 TP, but it only induces a tiredness of 0.5, meaning that you have to use it 18 times. And also, it has a seemingly random effect. I say seemingly random because it's not actually random, but it's way too confusing to explain here. I have like an explanation of it in the pinned comment. Once Jevil has a tiredness of 9, you can use Pacify. By the way, it doesn't actually like show his tiredness, you have to like keep track of it. But it does show whenever he has a tiredness of 9, with, you know, his name is blue, so that's a better indicator of, like, keeping track of that. Some other stuff. Using Rude Buster is recommended if you want to kill him, since it does 177 damage if you have the Brave X. Jevil's dialogue is connected to the attack he's about to do, so if you memorize his dialogue, you can mentally prepare yourself for the next attack. Depending on how you beat Jevil, you either get a weapon or an armor, but no matter how you beat him, using Rousey's heal prayer is not recommended. Both Rude Buster and Hypnosis take a lot of TP, and, you know, just using, like, healing items is way better than heal prayer. Alright, let's actually get into how to beat every attack. According to Jevil's HP, some attacks later on might actually show up in a different order. I realized this whenever I was recording for this video. Attack number 1, Tiny Spades. It's been 2.5 years since I made the Sands video, and I haven't gotten better at names. Go in between every set of spades. The middle spade targets you, so you'll have to move for every set. Attack number 2, the ring around. I see a lot of people struggling with this attack, but there's a pretty easy way to predict the spades every time. When they start to move, they light up. From the first 2 spades that light up, you can predict what path to take. Remember to watch out for the last spade though, that thing just goes in a straight line. Attack number 3, the heart bomb. Each suit bomb attack targets all 3 party members, so they're the most dangerous. Each heart cluster targets your soul, so you'll have to move from the bottom of the screen to the top, back down to the bottom, until you time out the attack. Attack number 4, Devil's Knife 1. This is another one that I see a lot of people struggling with, but it's pretty simple once you get doubt. My strategy is to just do a circle motion like this to avoid the Devil's Knives. Attack number 5, the Carousel. This one's pretty simple. There are 2 lines of horses, and at one point you'll have to move to another line. The horses' hitboxes are pretty small, but you could still get hit by them. I was recording for this, and I actually got like hit a few times, which is a little bit surprising for me since I'm pretty consistent with this attack. Attack number 6, Club Bombs. Just like the Tiny Spades, the middle clubs target you, but if you focus on each cluster, you can see openings, like this. That doesn't really make this not difficult though, I just have experience with bullet hells, because I'm a nerd, and I play weird games in my free time. Attack number 7, Diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond! Shine bright like a... These don't shine, they're like black and white. You just have to move, that's it. I like to stay to the top of the screen because, you know, it gives me more time to react, I guess. I don't really know why I do that. There's also a faster version of the ring around. Same attack, but it just requires faster reaction time. I also did this one time. I don't know how I did this. I'm still trying to get a clip that's better than this. I can't. This is too good. Attack number 8, Carousel 2, Duck Boogaloo. That's a stupid name. Why did I write that? This one's just kind of a mess. I like to stay to the bottom of the screen and just move up whenever I need to. Kind of like this. Sometimes you get hit, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just have to become a god at video games. Attack number 9, Spade Bombs. This is the easiest of the suit bombs in my opinion. You just have to dodge each spade. Not really a good strategy for those, just kind of dodge. I see a few comments about it, people who are like, bro, these tutorials are just like, oh, just dodge. Like, what am I supposed to say? You look at this, and it's completely randomized. You just have to dodge. I don't know what to say. Attack number 10, Club Balls. I don't I don't have a good name for this. The clubs shoot balls. Like, what am I supposed to say? Make sure to go through each set of balls as fast as possible before they start to deform and it looks like a mess and you're gonna get smacked 8 times by balls. Attack number 11, Devil's Knife 2. This time there are big red devil's knives. I do this thing, I don't know how to describe it, but like, I like move the opposite of the devil's knives that are big. Also remember, the first devil's knife position is random. Sometimes it's at the top of the screen, and sometimes it's at the bottom. So you just kind of have to pray to RNGesus. Attack number 12, Diamond Vomit. Jevil just shoots a bunch of diamonds directly at you at fast speeds. Move slowly up and down the screen so they don't like smack into other diamonds that cry. Attack number 13, Ultimate Soup Bomb. This is the hardest of the Soup Bomb's attacks. All 4 suits get thrown at you. Yes, I said all 4. Diamonds are included in this. If you're good at dodging, the one thing to watch out for are diamonds. They spawn a lot and they target you. I always hate dealing with them. Same with hearts, but they don't show up as much, so diamonds are really the bane of my existence. If you're struggling with this attack a lot, just remember to not give up. The more you attempt to dodge, the better you'll get. Attack number 14, Tired Phase. This basically means that you're almost done with the battle. They give a ton of TP though, so try to graze as many as possible. Attack number 15, Final Chaos. This is Jevil's last unique attack. He shoots a bunch of devil's knives that explode in lines when they hit the bottom of the screen. The actual hitbox for these lines though is very small and they disappear very fast, so you can do some funky stuff like this. After Jevil says the true and real chaos, you basically win. This pattern's always the same. And for the last one, it doesn't do anything, it's just there for show. After the final chaos, he'll start shifting through random attacks until you either pacify or deplete his HP. Good job! I'm proud of you. Thanks for watching. If you guys want more like Undertale
Chaos, chaos. Oh, 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 oh. can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything.
So it's Deltarune save file. So first you want to go to your users, your name and app data, then Deltarune, find your save file. So So, anyway, as I was saying before I was interrupted by myself again, your save file you want to find is whatever your 1 to 3 save file number and go away update saves. And as you see, number 1 would be 3-0, number 2 would be 3-1, number 3 would be 3-2 for chapter 3, obviously. And Delta would go to your user. Your name and so first you want to go to your users, your name and app data, then Deltarune, find your save file. So, anyway, as I was saying before I was interrupted by myself again, your save file you want to find is whatever
Chaos, chaos. Oh, 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 oh. can do anything. I can do anything. I can do anything. Metamorphosis. Chaos, chaos. Oh, 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 oh. I can do anything. I can do anything. Chaos, chaos. I can do anything.